Well, hey y'all, welcome to a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. And I don't know if y'all can see, I don't know if the lighting's right or whatever. And the sky is partly cloudy and it's clouding up a little bit more. It rained all day yesterday, but it may rain again on me here today. But yesterday, I'm sitting out here in my driveway, y'all, and I want to show y'all this. Alright, so that right there is a tree stump. You see that, how it looks kind of like a smiley face there? Check that out. Kind of look like a smiley face, or draw some eyes on it. Anyway, that dark mark there is where that tree has split. And earlier this year, I'm gonna put some pictures up there I'll put some pictures of where I did a review underneath this tree. And all these little stems, you see all these stems sticking up, like right there, all those little stems sticking up there, that is a wild rose bush. And it had climbed up this tree and completely overtaken the tree. And earlier this year, I sit in the trunk of my bed, the bed of my truck, damn, and did a review underneath the beautiful flowers that are on this wild rose bush. Well, I don't know, because of the weight of the rose bush, the wind, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, the tree was actually leaning over my driveway so bad. I mean, it wasn't when I first started. I actually did a review or two underneath it. But later this year, this thing, the whole tree had started leaning, and it was taking up half my driveway. My wife couldn't even park back here because this thing was leaning over so bad. So yesterday, it rained and rained on and off all day long, but it was just a slow, steady rain. It's what we needed really bad. And it looks like it's going to rain again today, which I won't complain about. But anyway, I was out here and I cut this tree down, and all those long briar branches off that wild rose, my hands are tore up. But it took me about 6 hours to cut that tree down and the wild rose. I had to cut the tree down because it was just leaning over the driveway. And there was no way to clean up, you know, the wild rose out of because they were all entangled in the tree and everything. Anyway, I'm out here in front of that today, doing a review, getting the sky in the background. What I've got for you today on a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, after all that bullshit y'all don't care nothing about. I have got another Duchesse brew. Now, I did a Duchesse de Bourgogne last week, and it was fantastic. It was a Flemish ale. It was delicious. This week I've got a Duchesse Cherry, an authentic sour cherry ale. Now, this is brewed in Belgium. It's a 6.8% ABV. It's a malt beverage aged in oak casks with natural flavor added. The cherries are the natural flavor. That's what it says on there. And of course, it's got the government warning, all that kind of good garbage. It is brewed there in Vecti, Belgium. I think that's how you pronounce it. Victi, might be Victi. V-I-C-H-T-E, Victi, Belgium is where this is brewed at. 6.8% ABV, and that's about all the information I can read. Some of it's in German here. But anyway, I have enjoyed these Duchesse brews. Now, this is only the third one I've ever done because it's only the third one I've ever seen. The first one I found down there at the World... It's fixing to rain on me. I found down there at the World Market in Murfreesboro, and it was a Duchesse chocolate cherry. And man, it was absolutely fantastic. So, and that's the only one I'd ever seen. So I went to this different liquor store down there. The first one I found in the World Market. I went to the liquor store and I found this Duchesse Cherry and the Duchesse de Bourgogne that I did last week. And man, I really enjoyed that one last week too. It was fantastic. I scored an A+. So let's see what we got here. Now, this is got a cork top on it. Let's see if I can get this cork twisted off. Let's see if it makes any pop here. Here we go. Come on, baby. Look at that. A little bit more. A little bit more. Come on. There we go. No, didn't give me. Ooh, it smells like a sour. I didn't get it out of the bottle. I got it off the cork. That cork has a sour smell to it, but it's right out of the bottle. I'm not getting anything. All right, so let's see what it's going to look like. Now, this is a green bottle. Oh, look at that. It has a reddish tint to it. And you kind of expect that, I guess, you know, talking about cherries. But y'all, for the most part, dadgummit, the way we think about things is screwed up sometimes. We think about cherries being red, but you know, if you go pick a cherry off the cherry tree, especially if you're picking like black cherries or something like that, they're not necessarily just a red. Now, this has got a beautiful amber color to it. It doesn't necessarily look red, but it's pretty. I can see through it clearly. It's a nice, now, it's nice and bright right now, but it's got some stuff down there in the bottom of it, so it's going to haze it up when I pour the rest of it off in here. It doesn't necessarily have a cherry aroma coming off of it, but it has a little bit of tartness in the aroma. You can smell a tart type aroma coming off of it. All right, I'm going to give the bottle a good swish. Let's pour the rest of it off in here. Nice and bright right now, but it's not going to be, because we're going to pour this off in here like this right here. And that hazed it up very nicely. Can't see nothing through it now. Maybe little floaties around in there. I can see some floaties. And y'all, I'm sorry, I jabbered too much and didn't pour it vigorously enough, I guess, but I ain't got no head on it. I can't get to the head to try it. But it's got a nice sour note in the nose. That's the wrong shoot. I'm trying to put this bottle up there where y'all can see it. Duchesse Cherry, 6.8% ABV. You know, if you like beer, you like trying different stuff like I do, hit that little beer mug right there. I'm here every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Every week. I've been doing it for almost 6 years now. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday every week. I mean, I've not missed a day in over 5 years. Now I do occasionally do a Tuesday and a Monday every once in a while, even a Sunday every now and then. But anyway, whatever. Hit that beer mug. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that alert bell and all that kind of bullshit. You know what I'm talking about. If you like beer, because I try different stuff every week. Occasionally I'll do flashbacks and stuff like that. But anyway, let's try this Duchesse Cherry. This is for all American workers. Hey, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do to provide for yourselves and your families and pay your own way, just like I do. This thing got floaties all in it, y'all. Cheers, brothers and sisters. I love y'all. Oh. Alright, so it's got more tartness in it than I usually like in a beer, but the flavor kind of makes up for that. It's got, this has got a pretty strong tartness to it. It's not so sour I can't drink it, but the flavor of it will keep me drinking it. Even though it's a little bit too sour for my taste, I'm not necessarily tasting the cherries, but the underlying flavor is just good. The tartness is strong. I got to tell you that. It has a strong tartness to it. Almost too tart for me. Now, the Duchesse de Bourgogne that I did last Wednesday, I mean, it was perfect. It was an A+ brew across the board in my book. It was just delicious. The tartness was not too strong. It was just outstanding. This one, the tartness is almost too much for me. My buddy Brian Breeden down there in Florida from Big B Beer Review and Beer Reviewers United, he would love this. So Brian, if you get a chance, man, check out this Duchesse cherry. I think you would love it, man. It's real tart. It's beginning to rain on me, y'all. It's raining on my neighbor's roof right now. His shed, I can hear it, and it's headed this way. That's all right. Hell, I've been wet before. I don't care. So if you like tart beers, you might want to give this one a shot if you get a chance to. If you ain't never. And of course, I've been pleased with the Duchesse brew, so that's why I picked it up. And it's just a little bit too tart for me. I probably wouldn't buy any more of this. Well, all right. So I'm feeling sprinkles, but it was coming down. Y'all, I ain't 500 foot from my neighbor's shed back here, and you can hear the rain on the shed. And I thought sure it was fixing to just wipe me out. And now it's done stopped over there. I can't hear it anymore. But now it's coming up. Maybe it's just traveling a little band is traveling this way. I guess. Hell, I don't know, because y'all probably can't see it. But it's sprinkling on me now. Anyway, hell, we got crazy weather here in Tennessee. Ain't no telling what it's gonna do. We've been through a drought for the last, I don't know, 3 months, and just dying for some rain, and we got a good one yesterday. And y'all see this? It's raining. And that's okay, man. I'll sit out here in it. I was out here in it yesterday cutting this tree down. We've been needing it so bad. I'm so thankful for the rain. Yeah, I've showed y'all my wife's flower garden, everything we've done there, and we've been having to water it every day, man, because it's just so dry. Didn't have to water it yesterday. I'm not going to have to water it today either after this rain. This is just a slow, steady, man. It's what we need. Love it. Anyway, that's it for a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday this week. Give this a shot if you like sour beer. If you don't like sour beer, leave it on the shelf. I love and appreciate y'all. Cheers, brothers and sisters. Love y'all. That's not something you can chug. Oh, hell, I didn't score it. I guess I'm going to score this one a B+. Even though the tartness is a little too much for me, it's still got a wonderful flavor. I'm not necessarily tasting the cherries in it, but I am getting a fruity note. So give it a shot if you ain't never.